Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Thank you so much for joining me. This is the fourth in a series about Ashley's journal, so you should be familiar with it by now. If you missed the earlier videos, go back and watch. I was going to do a final flip, but I started looking and I'm just not good with it. You know, like there are parts of it that when I look at it, I go, we're not quite there. And I think it's because I tried to keep it really clean, but I think I just have it on the boring side right now. And what I'm thinking is I want to add some more stuff in, and I'm giving it to her tomorrow. And then if she doesn't like the stuff I add in there, she can throw that away. Not the journal, just the stuff that, is in it. Let's use a few more bits. Even if we don't use them, I do want to cut them out and put them in the pockets for her. I had sort of forgotten that. I worked on this journal some in the evenings here and there, and it's been super busy. So you did miss a few things, the finishing touches and the polish. I will show you. Last night I put embroidery floss in all the tags, so now it has a little bit of textile in it. And again, I like everything on it. I was kind of overthinking, like, oh, how should it be? Sometimes we just have to go for it, right? I have a couple of these Anna Griffin, is that right? She's been around. She's fancy. Cards. It was a 8x10 page, and I have two different ones, like more tan and more gray borders. I like the more grayish borders for this, not like brown. So I thought I could use these as pockets, and then I have a ton of this cardstock that's really creamy, and there's already a piece of it in here, so I'll cut it. I don't love it. I would rather have a whole bunch of this paper, but I don't. So we'll put it in there. If she doesn't like it, we'll ditch it. And I just thought, okay, let's get out the things that I want to add in, and then we'll put them in the pockets, or we'll embellish these things. What does this one say? The magical thing about home is that it feels good to leave and even better to come back. Okay, true. But again, not exactly what I'm looking for, right? So I've edited the other 3 videos now and loaded them, and you missed some things. So I want to bring you up to speed. I think we're going to use that, but I've already lifted it once and put it back, remember? So I don't want to move it right now. Okay, so we have these. So as we go through, I still haven't done the cover, but I did more things for the cover. This is kind of what I was thinking. This way. Oh, I don't think I noticed that green border on there before. I don't know if that helps or hurts. It needed an anchor. It needs this or some wood paper. Maybe that's too weird. And then maybe one of these. It depends on how much she likes that green. Like, I think Andrea would really like that green. I don't love that green. I don't know. Just had ideas. I don't love any of them, though. I think it would probably be the best with a picture of them, right? A small, like maybe a 2x2 mounted on some cardstock. How cute would that be? Let's flip through. This one I'm okay with. We can leave that. This one I think is fine because she can journal on it. She can glue on it. This one has plenty going on, and we're going to add stickers. We're going to add any of these stickers that we don't use. We'll probably pop them into this page. So plenty there. I don't think you got to see this. This is just a piece of, oh, that's not going to work. I need to use that as a pocket if we're going to use it. I forgot that parts of it had stuff on the back. This is a journaling card that I made with 2 Echo Park smooth papers. I stamped "When somebody loves you, you're supposed to tell them," and sewed it on there. So I got a little bit of interest in textile, but not messy. And then I put a tag in the pocket. I tied all of the strings just like this. They're not bulky. If you tie them around here and then you have that big knot, they get a little bulky. So these are just a real clean look and not a lot of bulk. And then that goes in that pocket there. And then this one has a bunch of stickers in there. So I'm happy with that. This I'm going to leave. She can write on it or put photos. These, are we good? Yep. Okay. We could put stickers. This one is a pocket though, and it doesn't even have a tag. We need something. I have a ton of these neutral tags, and I thought, oh, I should decorate those so I'll actually use them. And then here we are using them. I'm not going to put a string on it, I don't think. I think I'll just leave it like that for now. That way she knows it's a pocket and it's fun. Can write all over it. This one, if I was her, I'd put a photo over it, but that's just me. Same here, same here. There's probably going to be lots of photos. There could be receipts. The only thing about receipts is register tape fades over time. So you can't just put like a receipt from a coffee place in there probably. Then we have this one. I didn't actually cover that. Maybe we should. Maybe that's where we should put this. Oh, that's kind of weird and busy. Maybe we should put a sticker across it. We have lots of stickers. We also have like, this thing had a green tone, so I grabbed it. I liked it. Yeah, let's use that. I'm just going to trim these off of it. And maybe we're going to decorate it. We could put happy. We could put a little tiny. It's almost too small. Here, let's use this bigger happy. The other one was just pale and with the white font. It just wasn't. Oh, no. Glue bottle situation. That's a whole other story for another day. I just wanted a touch of glue on there to be sure it doesn't curl over time. And then we'll just put it right there. Nice little accent. The other thing the glue does is it makes it so it doesn't stick right at first, and you can adjust it if it's crooked. Like if your friends are in the way while you're trying to see. Then we'll glue it right there. Kind of like that, adds a little more interest. And putting a bunch of stuff at the bottom does make it thicker. But, you know, if you glue a bunch of photos in later and other things, it sort of evens out. And I think it's fine. I think it's nice to have a little bit of the green tones over here too. Okay, now, she might not know, but we know that can be a tuck spot too. So we'll just leave that in there. We can have a bunch of those. It doesn't matter. They're kind of curved. And that one's curved the other way. There we go. Okay. Now, this one, we have to have something in there. I just can't leave it the way it is and completely undecorated and empty. I just don't have it in me. So, I think we want it probably... Let's start at 4.5. And see how it fits and what we think. Let's check the length. Look at me measuring. Let's go 7. My cutter's not wide enough to do 7, but we can wing it. Also, since we don't need exactly 7. There. How about that? Could be a little shorter so it goes in easier. And you know I got around the corners. It didn't go in that well. And I think rounded corners will kind of help with that. Now, had I made a patterned journal card for that was wide enough, that would have been pretty cool. I don't know if I have any of that paper left with the green foliage. Okay, we need it a little bit narrower too. The measurements themselves matter on a pocket and the insert, but it also has to do with how the envelope itself was made, how I sewed it into the book. So it's not going to be the exact size. It's always going to be a little smaller. There we go. Love it. Okay, we could put a pull tab on that because we did on the other one. It's been a couple days. I guess we made it last weekend, but I didn't have stuff sitting on it. I just let it be in an iris case and not smushed. I don't think I'm going to put a pull on that one. Nah, it's just too plain. We need something, don't we? Since this goes the other way, we're not going to use that. I think we're going to use that in the back. Got some papers over here, but they're my rejects. Nope. I mean, we just don't have a lot of scraps. this is the scrap bag. Let's see if there's something. No. No. Now this, they're little coat hanger things, see? And they're really cute, but I cut the end off because it said hello. And then I'm like, well, do people really know what they are? And there's just not enough color interest there. Like that. We could put this on and then it would be a tuck spot. Let's do that. It really brightens up the page too. What other papers do we have to choose from? That's pretty much it. Okay, we'll use that one. So if I had a bunch more papers, I would probably layer it up, put something wider, jazz it up a bit. I have this, but I honestly don't want to cover that much of it up. So we're just going to put it right here. And how long did I say that was before? 7? It's 7, almost 7.25, but I think I want it like about yay and yay. Let's try 6.5, which is still going to be an estimate because my cutter only goes to 6. And I want to be sure if the end was like bent or damaged, I want to take that off. And almost everything is in my craft room right now because Miss Eliza and Zelda. Okay, I think we glue it down, but I want to think about what I can put in it before I glue it. That's too wide. That's just ugly. We could repeat something, or I could use one of these home things just because I don't have anything else. How about bless this house? Our happy place? Okay, I like that one. But what am I going to put it on? I would use There's No Place Like Home, but it's the exact same paper. I was going to lay it down on there. Let's stop dinking around. Let's glue it down. I'm actually going to a Christmas party, so I sort of have to get in gear because, as you can tell, I'm wearing a blue hoodie, which, you know, probably not what you wear to a Christmas party. I mean, not saying I wouldn't. Anyone who knows me can probably cite an example. But I should probably, you know, change it up a bit, not be wearing my dog walking outfit. Wonder if we have, or we could make, oh my gosh, if only I had dies and could die cut. It's just the paper that I'm trying to figure out. Okay, I have this homemade paper. Okay, what if we do that? What if we take, I don't know how to get this edge. Like, I didn't tear this. And in a perfect world, I'd rather just fold it and keep it forever and ever. Oh, that might work. Let's see. It's a little yellow, but we're still, like, in the same color family. Oh, that's not going to work. Okay, I have another piece of this. So let's try tearing it. And then if it goes terribly, terribly badly, we'll use it for something else. And we'll know, okay, don't do that again. It gave it a way cleaner edge than I want, huh? That's all right. I don't, honestly though, I don't think I want that thick. Since this side is crooked and it is already torn, I kind of like this one. Let's go like this. When you have really thick paper and you get a narrower section, it gets harder to tear. But on the bright side, it's also making it really messy looking like the other edges. I don't think I straightened it out. Okay, there we go. I know, I'm getting a little messy, aren't I? But I have to. If nothing else, she can take it out. She knows it's a pocket, right? So she's got this. Now, I changed my answer. Let's put something on there. Let's make that a tab that you pull. Okay, this one's cute, but it's the exact same one. What stickers do we have that don't have this one? Let's use this one right here. Okay, this gets tricky, but I'll show you. I'll show you what I've got planned here. If it doesn't work, cut some more paper. I have a lot of this paper. Got it at a yard sale or something. Estate sale, something. Okay. So I'm thinking right there. And I am not sure where I stand on the flaggy thing. But the sticker itself is barely long enough. That I'm pretty sure of. Like, to make a cute tag. And we want to kind of let that sit for a minute just so it's not moving so much. And then we'll fold, and we want the flag part to get on there completely. And we probably need a little glue. I mean, when you're asking a sticker to do something that's virtually impossible, like fold over when it's super thick and then grip almost nothing because it's not long enough, glue doesn't hurt. Now, I'm sure there's a bone folder here somewhere, but we'll just smash it with this thing. You want to zoom in? I'll forget. You'll be zoomed in forever. Okay. So then we have a little pull tab. It's not too matchy-matchy because it's not exactly the same as any other paper on there, but it's the same color, adds a little interest. There we go. This one. The edge that I tore has a lip, I think is the best way to describe it. I gotta try again. It's almost too wide for showing off the thing, and it has that lip. So let's try this. So far, not going well. So much for the clean look, huh? Now, this is a great example of what I was saying about thicker paper and a narrower edge and having trouble tearing it. There we go. That time I got hold of it better. Looks like I kind of chewed it. But it matches the other side now, and it's narrower. If stuff is getting into the crack of the journal, it's just not going to shut very well, and it's never really going to settle down. Okay, love it. Sometimes you have to check your envelope. Tiny bit here. They get, they don't have adhesive all the way down on the pointy parts, and so, you know, this one's not bad at all, actually. There we go. Okay, so cuter from the back now. I like this paper. I'm not covering it up. And then I was thinking about these. I put love right there with a die. She probably, I mean, she's young enough and cool enough. She probably has fancy pens to write on this with. Silver or white would be great. It is a little bit textured. She could also glue in like cards or notes. So I think I'll leave it. Here we have the sage on embroidery thread on and the pocket. But you know what? There's nothing in the back pocket. What is going on around here? Okay, here's another example of one of these. I'm going to put it in the pocket. I'm not going to decorate it or anything. It was like a 8x10 sheet from probably, I'm going to date myself here, I would guess 20 years ago when I was doing genealogy stuff. And it's been floating around, and I put it in my to-do box one night and said, you know what? If I chopped these up, I'd probably actually use them in journals. And then this project came up. Okay. You'd think that I would have done a good job cutting that. But you'd be a little wrong. Okay. I think that'll work. It's mostly square. Then we'll just put it in this pocket right here. Gives her somewhere else to write. Shows her that it's a pocket. And if she doesn't like it, well, you know the rule by now, right? Throw it out. And that one, actually, we could stamp on because it's front and back. So then she'd have some decoration right here. Or we could put a sticker on it. And then she could write on the back where it's like more private. I don't know what I'm supposed to do with these because they kind of go like this, right? Like, Are There's no place like home, our happy place. Bless this house. How about our happy place? Oh, hello. There's a little flaw with that. Okay, let's put that back. Hearth, porch, garden, kitchen. Family's okay, but it's black. I don't want any more black on this page. Okay, I'm going to leave it. And then life does not have to be perfect to be wonderful is a pocket and does not show at all that it is a pocket. Okay, so I either need something bigger or I could make one of these myself. Let's see what size tags I have. Maybe we'll make one. And I mean, even if I don't have, ooh, that one would be really nice. A touch of cream behind it. Let's try that one. Even if I don't have the right size tags, we can snip the corners and such. Now, if I want to run this through the cute little die cutter, which I think it will work on. I haven't had purple tape in a long time. I don't think this is sticky, so let's pull that off. Tony, I haven't tried, and I don't know where they are right now, the samples of the die tape. Oh, here we go. Craft Perfect. I don't want to try it for this. This is so lame. But Tony sent me this Craft Perfect die tape to sample. I have this. I don't love it. Noni and I tried it. I would not recommend it. It's fine for me. It's actually not great for her because I've noticed sometimes, you know, she'll die cut something and then color it up beautifully. And I've noticed sometimes it makes gummy edges. So for me, if it messes something up, I just throw it away and recut it. But what if she colors on something and doesn't catch it or something? Or you color on something and then you want to put a nice stitched border die around it and it kind of, it's just sometimes gummy. Okay, I don't love this as much as the ones that I buy because you can kind of feel the ridge on the back. Oh, I think that's good. Let's poke a hole in it and put some sage. Now, I have 42 different hole punchers. I don't know about you, but this hole size seems fine to me. And I'll probably get it in the middle. And I think I put the sage, yep. I put the sage that I was using for all the other ones in the bin. So I didn't mix it up. Let me tell you a funny story about me using sage. Many, many years ago when sage was the thing, right? Before we even got our Ashley girl, actually, when I lived across the street from her mother and father, I picked out a color and wanted Mr. Crafting and Relaxing to paint a wall that was 20 feet long and had a vaulted ceiling, sage green. And I came home and I kid you not, it was chocolate mint. Chocolate mint ice cream. You know that minty green? Yeah. And the only thing I had going for me was I'd been such a wimp about the color that I made it super light. So it wasn't really, really green. It was very, very white. And at certain times of the day, you couldn't tell that much. And I looked at it and I said, well, that's not the right color at all. That's mint. And Mr. Crafting and Relaxing said, I'm never painting that wall again. Because it was so big, 20 feet long and vaulted. He never painted that wall again. And that was the day that I lost my right to choose paint colors independently in our home. Okay, look at that. I love it. The reason I'm terrible at picking paint colors is I'm too conservative and I chicken out and always lean towards the white. Oh, I love that. That one, nice little touch. Then we have this tab. I'm going to leave this. She can do what she wants here. But see, we've given her an idea. Like when you make a journal for someone, if you leave it too plain, maybe they don't know. Here, I'm going to leave it. I could put, it doesn't matter. But like I could put a cute little sticker in there, right? Let's do it. Oh man. Okay, I need to have like an afternoon where I clean out my glue bottles and reassemble and reset everything. Got some situations. I love this stamp and we've got that in there. Then we have a couple of these. These are kind of floppy, but I think they're okay. Let's put another one of these, and just because we already have too many strings, we'll leave it. Okay, It's 3363 if I need that information for the future. DMC, of course, I'm sure. Ooh, I don't know, but the package looks like it. Okay, let's make sure these are, we could write on the back of them. Yes, we could. Okay, so these are all nice. Now, this is currently trash, so I'm toying with the idea of putting it, oh, that one we already covered up. That one we covered up. See, I already covered up the ones. I don't think I want to cover this one up. I want to leave this one for her to write on or to put her own stickers or decorations. And I was never that big of a fan of this paper anyway, so the world won't end. This is probably the same. Oh, this one she can write on the back of. It's better. Okay. And this paper will be tricky for her to write on. I should probably warn her about that. Like, she's going to have to get maybe a felt tip pen or something. Something really pointy like that is probably going to look a little scraggly, like she has a shaky hand. Now these, we should probably put something in too. What do you think? What if we just take this right here? It's currently a little over 5. So let's go a little right about there. I might not like the shape of these. Is that weird? There we go. Okay. It's a little matchy-matchy. I don't want her to leave it that way, actually. I just want her to know that that's a possibility. I took all the things out of the cover envelope and then didn't put them back together, and now they're all spread out. I know, you're shocked. This is what I decide on the back. It's not very useful the way it is. It's not very cute. So here's what I'm thinking. I'm going to put a full-size pocket in here, and then if she doesn't like the pocket or she wants to go over it, she can just glue her pictures right over the top of it, right? Just like a scrapbook page. Worst case scenario, she'll have a little ridge there. It'll be fine. That's what I decided. I'm going to go to the big cutter because I can't guess on this. We only have one piece of paper. Now, we made the journal 9 inches high. We know we want it a little bit smaller. Let's go right there. And I was thinking we just leave like a tiny edge showing just for fun. And if I cut the thing out, she's more likely to have problems with her pictures if she glues over it. So let's not. Let's leave it so it is a blank page for a scrapbook if she needs it, or however. And the thing is, even if she was making her own book, the way she decides to use it and the memorabilia and things that come into her life, she may change her mind. She may have a card from a BFF that she wants to glue in, or that she wants to tuck half of it. That would be kind of fun. You could just tuck the card in. Uh-oh. Something happened and the kittens got in trouble. Were they being bad, Zeusy? There was a low growl. He's not feeling too good. I gave him some medicine, and I don't think I gave him nearly enough food. I wasn't paying attention, and so his tummy's a little upset. But he was still excited to go for a walk and throw up on the kitchen floor. So clearly he's working it out. Let's put some paper in there. Are you helping? Yeah? You're a helper. Okay, how about 4.5? That's probably too much. Yeah, it's also too tall. You'd think that I would know exactly how I want things because I've made enough journals, but the patterns are different, the scale is different. Okay, that's how I want it. I'll just put it like that. We can round corners later if she wants to round corners. I might even bring my corner rounder and stuff tomorrow. Oh, hi. Are you going to say hi to the people? This is Zelda, if you're new here. Yeah. Can you show them your cute little face? Show them your cute little baby face. Oh, she says, oh, I'm the baby. She says, I'm the baby. Yeah. But don't be fooled, because I'm probably the one that got growled at. And I probably deserved it. My guess is someone was playing with his tail. Okay. Here, go lay down over here on your little towel. There you go. Okay, I think that's it. Oh, good heavens. The kitty wants to snuggle. She is in snuggle mode, and she likes to climb up me and then bite my nose. Are you a good girl? Yeah, she says, oh, but I need some sugars, Mom. Yeah, need some mommy loves. See, she's literally just purring and snuggling it. I don't know where we cut out. Zelda tried to jump on the counter and didn't make the jump. Anyway, I will set something heavy on this tonight and let it flatten a little bit so that tomorrow it's a little more ready to be presentable. And I'll take stuff with me to lunch and put everything together for Ashley. And Ashley loves cats, so I'm sure it'll be fine that Zelda's helping us. All right, thanks so much for watching. I hope you're taking time for crafting and relaxing. I'm not sure what else I have in the pipeline at this point, because I don't know when you'll see this video. I haven't finished all of my holiday crafts today, and my whole room is a mess, and she is trying to climb up my face. Yes, we have to go now so we can cuddle. Okay, bye-bye.